When I first started playing competitive Pokemon Singles back in Gen 5, it was a bit surprising to me that one of the most common Pokemon in the game was this goofy looking, levitating washing machine. Some of the Pokemon blessed with the perfect combination of traits to be competitive can seem a bit random and silly sometimes, but Rotom-Wash doesn't care. This Pokemon has been one of the most consistently viable choices in the history of competitive Singles. Even in Generation 9 OU, this Pokemon remains one of the most popular defensive pivots in the format. Why is that? What is it about this Pokemon that's so clean? Let's take a look. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more informative content about competitive Pokemon. Rotom-Wash is an example of a perfectly designed competitive Pokemon. Its stats are solid, but not overwhelming. This Pokemon's consistent viability in OU comes from its excellent type combination, ability, and move pool, giving it a defensive profile and role that no other Pokemon can fill. Electric and water typing is perfectly paired with Levitate, which turns what would be a ground weakness into an immunity. With this type combination and ability, Rotom-Wash only has one weakness to Grass, and some of the most important resistances in the game, to types such as Fire, Ice, and Water. One of the most important options available to Rotom-Wash is Volt Switch, a pivoting move that allows you to attack the enemy and then switch out, responding to whatever they do. Pivoting moves are extremely safe to use, and allow entry points for your offensive threats. The issue with Volt Switch compared to U-Turn is that there are immunities that can prevent it from taking effect. Ground types are immune to the move, and so are Pokemon with abilities like Volt Absorb and Lightning Rod. Luckily, Rotom-Wash has some great options to make up for the downsides of Volt Switch. Stab Hydro Pump is a perfect move to complement Volt Switch. A ground type switching in against Volt Switch is extremely dangerous since they'll take massive damage from a potential Hydro Pump. Will-O-Wisp is another good option to punish Pokemon trying to call out your Volt Switch. This is another very safe move to use that will cripple an enemy Pokemon for the remainder of the game. Maneuvering around Volt Switch is not so easy when there are these complementary options to punish potential counterplay. Speaking of Will-O-Wisp, this move is a perfect fit on such a sturdy Pokemon that can switch in so effectively against so many common moves. Choice Scarf has always been a good fit on Rotom-Wash, letting you get a fast Volt Switch or Will-O-Wisp off and even trick your Choice Scarf onto a defensive Pokemon to cripple them. In Generation 9, Rotom-Wash lost one of its most important utility options, Defog, but the options it's left with are still very good. In a metagame where a lot of Pokemon lost a lot of their best options, access to things like Will-O-Wisp and Volt Switch feel more significant than ever. Rotom-Wash fits right into this metagame where utility ground types like Great Tusk, Iron Treads, and Garchomp are everywhere. Rotom-Wash can act as a defensive buffer against game-ending threats like Dragonite and Quaquaval, and this great type combination with only one weakness makes it a great general defensive pivot. Despite its appearance, Rotom-Wash is a Pokemon that is far from washed up. The reliability of Rotom-Wash feels better than ever in Gen 9. This Pokemon can fit on any kind of team and will be an asset every game. This goes to show that a Pokemon having a well thought out role and combination of traits can make it a viable choice for years to come, no matter how much power creep there is. Every generation has new threats rising to the forefront with their sheer power, high stats, and dominant traits. But some Pokemon stand the test of time. Very few Pokemon can hope to be as cleanly designed as this one. Rotom-Wash will always have a place in competitive. I doubt it'll ever get power crept, since this combination of positive traits is so specific. There may be metagames where Rotom-Wash fits better than others, but this Pokemon will never be replaceable. What do you think of Rotom-Wash? Are you sick of looking at this thing after all these years? Do you think it's an important presence that keeps all those pesky ground types in check? Who's your favorite competitive Singles mainstay? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons. If you'd like to send me a team to look at in a video, or request a video topic for me to cover, take a look at my Patreon link in the description for more information. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more informative content about competitive Pokemon.
The money got different, 'cause of what I'm spending. The money got different.
Oh, it's
'Cause of what
Megaphone!
I'm spending.
Whoa!
The money
KO'd
got
by
different.
one hit! It
'Cause
scattered
of what I'm
spikes!
spending. The money got different.